guys, Susanna here. Well, we are up to our August calendar page, and I have just traced the image on the light box, and I'm going to be painting. So I'm gonna this is where I got the inspiration from. I don't know if you can see all of that, and this pattern is on my website. Just going to grab the things, just sit down. Okay, now, so I thought I'll leave it on the light box because it's up a little higher. So I've got my phone, and I'm going to put in, oh no, I actually looked up my Edith Holden. And here is the Edith Holden book, and here is the colouring of some of the sparrows, and there was also one in December. I think I like that better because it sort of suits. So between the both of them, yeah, I think I like this one because it's got that one there and that one there. So I'll leave this open as a bit of guide. That's in the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. So I am going to put that somewhere here where I can see it. Try not to, excuse me, goodness, no, it's just not going to work. I've got too much stuff everywhere. I'll put it here. There we go. Now have to put it somewhere where the page is not going to go over. I might stick my phone on it. There we go. Okay, I need this. Now in the kit, if you were lucky enough to get the kit, which were sold last year sometime, I had the background colour, and I made it green because it's sitting in the better be careful, I've got water there. It was sitting on the grass, so I just dyed some calico in the green, and that's going to be sitting underneath there like that. And rather than like in my original piece, it's just quite big where it's sitting and there's flowers and stuff everywhere, I actually had this quilt, and everyone got a square piece. And that's how I'm sort of going to put it somehow so it'll fit on there. Actually, I might continue to piece that down. I'm probably going to have to I think I might have stitched on these. I think it was already like that, but some of them I might have had to stitch on the edge. So that'll go there like that so that we can see the August. And as you can see here, I'll put this out of the way now that we know where it's going. Oh my goodness. There we go. It's got the pins there. Now we're in camera. Here we are. Okay, I'll put some of this underneath. Okay. Then grab some of this because I'm probably going to need it. And I've got my Inktense pencils out. Okay, and I'll move this out of the way. So what I'm going to do, I've actually done this in what is it, the wash. Oh, I better give it an iron. I've done it in permanent ink pen. So I've got a pattern here. It is a little bit like it's shrunk right down. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to be using probably this palette. I don't think I've got any of those other colours in the other one. Okay. And just what I'm going to do, you just spray it with some water to activate them. Then I've got my, I'm just going to give it a quick eye, it won't be long, to make sure that it's going to stay put. I'll be going to the iron every now and again to dry my stuff. So this is where the needle is going to go, and that's where it is on this picture here. So I thought, you know, it's pulling a thread on the, put that there, there we go. Pulling the thread on the, off the quilt. I don't think I'm going to be having any other colour, unless we decide to do, you know, like maybe some blue skein or something like that. I'm not sure what colour I want to do my picture, as in the thread yet. Be something that's probably going to be matching that. So maybe I may need to have some of these greens, sort of like a greeny blue, which is probably more that colour by the time it mixes in with the green, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I've got my colour here, and you got the people that got the kit got this stuff in there as well. I've got that, and I'll probably be stitching around in that. And they also got this is actually a vintage needle, and I'm going to sew that on the top, so you can probably draw the needle in. Now we are going to get inspiration from this guy. So they're more, it's sort of like a whitey, better grab this, on the chest it's a sort of like a whitey cream. The whites, you can see I've used a white quite a bit. So we're probably going to just do that here, paint it in. Paint it in on my dyed ready piece. So, and then I think it does, it's sort of like brownish colour on the on everything else, but I thought I'll do a bit of a whitey creamy colour. Also got my Inktense pencils off to the side. And if you're doing this sort of thing with the Journal of Stitcheries, here I'm gonna just add white. You know, this is what you do when you paint stuff. There we go. It's quite chalky, the white. As you know, it would be pretty hard to get the white. Now we're going to, I think, the other colour here. It's a darker colour, but around his beak, his eye area, sort of like a light colour, and then a grey colour on the top. Okay, what else we got? He's sort of got that grey colour a little bit on his chest as well, noticed? There we go. Oh, it's rather cute. Now, what else we got? And I think a little bit in the wings. Some of this lighter colour, so give it a bit of a clean. And we're going to do some brown. too far down. It's amazing how much better it looks once it's got a bit of colour in there. I think I'm not doing it too dark because it's going to have some light streaks as well. So that browny colour is coming up from here. And it sort of has this browny colour underneath here, but then it goes into a black, which I will add a little bit later. Okay, got to be really careful. Oh, he's starting to look like a sparrow. Isn't he cute? Okay. I think I missed it. And it keeps floating down. Yeah, we're still in camera. Oh my goodness. There we go. Might put a little bit of lighter colour in there. And same with the wing. And then I'm going to come back in with a darker colour. Definitely want more of that grey colour on top of his head. And here. And maybe in some of the highlights of the wing. Where was it? Probably here. And some of these bits. There we go. Now, this bit here, around the eye, it's quite light. Under the eye, this part here. And then there's a darker bit. Just here. So I might need to let that dry and continue to do a little bit more here. Come in. Then I'm a little hesitant with the beak. I'm gonna do a sort of like a black brown. And maybe come in with the grey. I may define it, come in with a touch of that brown with the threads, and I'm gonna come in here with a bit of that darker colour and a little bit more of that brown. I think it's just gone a bit too dark. Of highlights which are on the little guy. Now I think I probably need to leave it do that. Lighter colour. Where's that bit of grey? Looks good. Now, okay. I think this colour sort of needs to go here. It's blobby a bit. Now, I am going to see if I can find, I'll let that dry. It slowly found its way down. I'm going to find a colour which I think will work. Okay. Mix in a bit of that. Ooh, that's pretty potent. Is that going to match? Yep, but we're going to lighten that up a bit, I think. Put this colour here. Is going to be the colour of the thread, and I might stitch some of this colour on the actual quilt as well. I'm trying not to go too close to the edge. When you do, it goes on you now. What colour are we going to do the spool? Come back with that. I was thinking maybe some of this, yeah, that one. I want a woody colour. A bit of brown over there. Hopefully we're up. I might have to add a little bit of this because if we're going to be using this, it's got a bit of that colour in it. Okay. Now, the top part probably be just that lighter colour. We want it to be lighter, and his feet are going to be probably similar colour, to be honest. I think in my original one I did wool for his legs. Yeah, I did. So I might do actually a little bit of that. Look, that's potent stuff. There we go. Bit of orange mixed in. A little bit of orange, not too much. Usually their legs are orange. And if we're going to do the the thing. Now, I'm going to do that. We're coming back in with this to help cover. Any bits that went over the top of that. Yep. There we go. I'm not going to go and do that because it will wreck it. Now, do I let it dry naturally? Maybe. Because I quite like the colour that it is, and I don't want it to lighten up too much. It looks a little bit, it looks blobby and horrible. So I'm going to stop it for now. 21 minutes, it's good, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back again. I quite like how it's dried that little bit lighter, and how you can see like little bits of stuff from underneath. I quite like it. I can lighten it up with what's the name? I can light it up with a bit of the thread. See, I just noticed, I have that underneath, that on the picture, where are we? The beaks look like they're a little bit browner, so I might add in a bit of brown. A little bit of that. There we go. There we go. I'll just leave that to dry naturally. And now I need to clean. Best time to clean is straight away. Give it a bit of a clean. There we go. In between as well. That's where it's and this part. Sliding down. Go and walk about it. I think the colour that I got on there, it's okay. If I'm going to put some thread or whatever on there, it'll work really well. So I might move all this stuff out of the way. Especially this light box, because it keeps sliding down and it's driving me nuts. Move that over there. There we go. Grab this. Oop, I think I just lost my needle because it was in the light box. Ah. Oh well, I'll have to go and look for that in a minute. Yeah, that the needle that was sitting on there was in the light box, so it's fine. Okay, put these away for now. Have this underneath. What I do need to do is actually starting to stick this down to here. Now, roll it up. Can't believe I just did that to the light box and chuck me thing overboard. Okay, now what I'm going to do is get the glue stick if I can find it. Oh well, I'll use this one. That'll do me. And I'm going to do a little bit of gluing under there. By the looks of this, my piece is just fitting. Okay, and I don't mind if it's not fitting that here because some of that's going to be covered. I might have to put a bit of something in that corner. Don't know why it's not quite big enough. There we go. Yep. Keep that lace down. There we go. Just doesn't seem big enough because this is coming out quite a bit. Maybe I might need to do a little bit of an edge. Looking cute. Okay. And then that will go under there. And this will go here. And that's where the thing is. Oh, I like it. Now, move these out of the way. Thought I was going to use that, but I didn't. Okay. So, we need to get the bits and pieces out. I quite like that. What else did I was going to use this for? I'm not sure. I've got this, and I've got that. Bits and pieces here. That'd be cute. The colour goes. I have to look at that. Now, I definitely need some sort of small ribbon here. Oh, I've got a whole heap of stuff. Look at that I got from, oh, I don't know, an op shop or something in there. See, that'd be perfect for the bottom. That for its feet. These are the perfect colours actually, but that's the one I've got in there. And I do prefer using the DMC. Now this, I think, will be that colour. Yep, I like that. I think that works, and then I might do that in the August as well. So that's in with my little box of tricks. And I got this one, which is sort of like the darker version, so I might combine them. And let me have a look. Thought I had cream and everything in here. Yep. Yeah, I think that's going to work. I might leave these for another project that they're just sitting over to the side here. Here's my little, little sparrow on a spool. So having the darker colour. I don't know about that. Definitely want to use that, and I quite like this too. These, I think it's the same. Yep, 644. Really good sort of browny colour, and I think there might even be another browny colour here too. Yep, I think these are going to work. And then there's cream. And there's a darker blacky colour, all that. Yep, that's going to work. And may use that for the legs yet. So, yeah. So we'll move that aside. And what I do need to do is do the invisible stitching with this guy. Here we go. Here's the brown. Hang 10. I think that is going to work. Because it is quicker doing the wool. And where are my small needles? No, I think that's the one. So I'll do some invisible stitching even though it's been glued down, and I've got to come in with something along here, which I think may work. This would be great if it was a bit longer. Sorry guys, I kind of like it. We'll just have something. The reason why I'm stopping is because it might be good to stick underneath. Or in between. Got a lot of little bits here. I kind of like that. Okay, hang 10. Now, get the long scissors and cut this a little straighter. There we go. And I wonder if this bit would work for here. We'll have a look. I think this was just a doily. that I used. That was the edge left over, so you can, got all little leftover bits. So I reckon we can make it come down a tad, same height as that one, and then we've got a little bit that we can put in there. There we go. Make it work. Now, my son's waking up. There we go. That'll stick to that. And then when I sew it, I'll just sew it together. Yeah. That looks cute. Okay. Now, and then the next bit, whatever it is, will go underneath that. Okay, so I will probably turn off the camera and just stitch it down. Well, fingers are sticky because I need to wash my hands, and do the stitching down. Better do a little bit more of that. And then I'll be back for the next part when we start working on the stitching part of it. So at least we've got to part one where we've done a bit of stitching, got no bits and pieces, and then that's going to be coloured in. I don't mind, it gives it that painterly look. I will define that beak a little bit more, but I'll probably do that with the stitching. And I may do that with maybe one strand of something when I go around that. Okay, well, put this away. That may end up on the bottom, underneath. That would be nice. What do you think? For the next one. The next one's going to be August. Oh, that is pretty. August, September. Yeah, I think that would probably work on there, and that way I'll just stitch a bit of something on there like that. Finishes that off. Okay. A little stash, and you never know what you might use that for. So that just goes up there, and then I will, is that the front? Yeah. Stitch this down. Oh, my son's blowing his nose. Here we go. Don't want all of it, we just want some of it. Just to have a little something, something. That's rather cute. There we go. No, here I am thinking, you know, the glue stick, and it's right here. There we go. Okay, I think that's enough fiddling for now. I'll catch you in the next video. Okay, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll be back in the next one when we start stitching that. I think that'd be good. Okay guys, bye, thanks for watching.